CBS Sports HQ delivered by Papa John's. ACC ranked game. What did I tell you? Orange is the new red, right?
You did. There's
it is
a lot
all
of
orange going on that are doing real well. Clemson hosting Syracuse. Both of these teams undefeated, but the Tigers favored by 13.5 at home. And Boston College at Wake Forest. A big number there for Wake Forest, 21. Will Danny and Brady lay the points? Let's welcome back Brady, Quinn, Danny, Kanell. Let's start with number 14 Syracuse at number 5 Clemson. Both of these teams coming into this game undefeated. Syracuse had their big win against NC State. Clemson favored by 13.5 though in this one.
Is orange the new red or orange the new black? I don't know what it is, but there's only one school that has the name,
orange,
the orange.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take Syracuse in this matchup. For me, I know Dabo Swinney probably loves this because I still look at Clemson and I just feel like they're not as dominant as I once thought they were when they would just roll through opponents. But they'd always have one sort of slip-up game where they would play down to the level of competition, and we've seen it happen against Syracuse before. Syracuse, now they're scheduled. They've been given some gifts. They found things. They found out ways to win late against Purdue. They faced North Carolina State without Devin Leary. But at some point, you've got to recognize what they're doing, and that's winning football games. With Garrett Trader playing quarterback, Sean Tucker running the football, playing with a little tempo, spreading you out. And I think they'll have some success offensively versus Clemson, whose secondary is still struggling to figure things out and really become that dominant force that I think most of us thought we would see after what we saw last year from this defense. Syracuse will spread you out. I think this game will be interesting. I think you'll see it in a second half game. And ultimately, I don't think Clemson wins by enough points to cover the 13.5. So go ahead and give me Syracuse in a higher scoring game on the over.
Well, I'm on the other side as far as the over-under. I like the under on this one, but I'm on the same side in regards to the points. I'll go ahead and take the 13.5 points here. Look, 3 of the last 5 matchups between these two teams haven't been one-score games, and actually Syracuse has pulled off the upset in one of those occasions. So we kind of know the history about these two teams. But you talked a lot about Garrett Schrader and the balance they have with Tucker at running back. I just think they're going to have the opportunity against the secondary that has not performed well, and because of the mobility of Schrader, for him to extend plays or keep plays alive against a good Clemson defensive front. There's no doubt about it. But on the flip side, the Syracuse defense isn't any joke. I mean, they're number 1 right now in the ACC, and so they're deservedly so at that ranking. I think the one bright side for Clemson, though, has been the development of DJU and his chemistry with guys like a freshman wide receiver, Antonio Williams, another younger wide receiver as well on the outside that's gone up and made plays for him. I mean, that was one of the biggest questions coming into the season is the strides that DJU would take. Well, it seems like maybe there wasn't anyone he really trusted on the outside. Antonio Williams has become that player so far. So there'll be a fair amount of scoring between these two teams. I don't think it hits the over, though. I think if you think Syracuse is going to stay close in this one, it's probably going to hit the under. So I like the under, but I'll also go and take the 13.5 points.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.